Hey, this is Mike. There's nothing any more frustrating than to get out to the field with your new tractor and it won't start. And that happens. And the reason it happens, there are some safety devices in place on this tractor to protect you. And we want to talk about them today. So if you're having trouble starting your tractor, we can get you back in the field and get you going. Let's get started. I have set up a scenario on this tractor to show you what could be wrong if the tractor won't start. We go over here to the switch, we turn it all the way over, and it won't start. We hear things are happening on the dash, the lights are on, so we're pretty sure it's not the battery. So what could be the problem? Well, we're going to start right down here with the power takeoff. That's that yellow lever right there. And we notice that the sticker says that for it to be engaged, that lever's got to be in the back position, and that's where it is. So we know that whoever ran the tractor last left it in power takeoff and shut it off, or there's been some kid playing on it. So we're gonna push in our clutch and move our PTO lever up here, and so we're no longer engaged in PTO. And there's a safety switch right under that prevents you from starting the tractor with the PTO engaged, and it's really important for you to leave that in place. So we're going to come back to the switch and try. And it's still not starting. What could be the problem? Well, the next place we're going to look is over to our left here to our hydrostatic drive range selector, and we notice that this lever is all the way in the back position, which is in high. In other words, it's in the high range of hydrostats. So that's actually, if we pushed on the hydro pedal right now, we'd go forward, and we sure don't want to start a tractor that can move forward. So we're going to move that to the neutral position, and now the tractor should be ready to start. Now, when discussing starting on these tractors, you have really a 4-position switch. You have the first click is accessories, and your lights come on and everything like that. And then one click over is a preheater that preheats the engine. And anytime we're starting the engine after it's set for a while, we want to preheat it. And especially when it's really cold, you want to leave that on a long time. And there's a light that comes on the dash that tells us we're preheating, and we want to leave that there a while. Now, we have our PTO off, we have our range in neutral, so when we turn the key, it ought to start. Starts like a champ. Now, one other thing I want to go over. If you're wanting to get off the tractor and you're in gear and you start to get off the tractor, it's going to die. And we want that, because we don't want to be able to get off the tractor with it in gear. If you accidentally hit the pedal as you were getting off the tractor or catch your foot in it, you could go right under the tractor. So we don't want to change any of these safety switches. They're in place to protect us. Now, I'm going to tell you from experience, when I'm getting off the tractor on a hydrostatic drive tractor, I want this to be in neutral. I also want to lock my brake, and to lock my brake, I push it down and I move this little lever right beside it forward, and then my brake is locked and the tractor won't go anywhere. I also usually prefer to have the bucket on the ground just for an added safety measure to make sure the tractor doesn't move, especially if I'm around hill, so when I get off the tractor it stays where it's at. We want you to be safe and have a long, productive life with your new tractor.